Hi friend, this is Rahul. Welcome to Reliable Immigration Guide. Today in this video, we are going to talk about the PEI nominee program, which is connected for the federal permanent residency application, and that will be in only in 90 days you have to apply. So we will go through with all the process and what are the eligibility criteria, who can apply, and what are the things they needed, and IELTS and proof of fund, and once you apply, once you get nominated, what is the next procedure. And in the next video, I'm gonna explain what are the different forms and applications for the employee and the employer. I'm gonna describe that in the next video, so stay tuned for that, and please don't forget to subscribe our channel, Reliable Immigration Guide. So this program is known as a talent recruitment from outside of Canada. So this is the program only which is for the people who are not living in Canada right now. And in this program, the provincial nominee, that means the PEI, the province, they will give you the authority for the PEI employer, because there are some criteria for the employer to hire a foreign worker for them, why they need it. These are the different criteria for the employer, and if they get the offer, if they get the approval from the government, from the nominee or the PEI, from the government of PEI, then they can hire somebody, and then they will be support that employee to get the nomination right away. And once he get the nomination, within 90 days he needs to apply eventually for the PR. So let's begin. We will talk about eligibility. So the first point, what we need. So we need to have a 2 years of job offer letter from the PEI employer, and that job should be part-time, and that job should be permanent for the 2 years. So that's how it should be in the offer letter, and there is a format for the offer letter. I'm going to put the link in my description, and if you have any questions, please let me know. What kind of NOC codes that they are looking for. So the PEI, it's again, I know it's Canada, and then they want people, those who are short in Canada right now, those who are not able to find some people in Canada, so they are trying to find somebody from outside Canada. So they are looking at NOC-O, NOC-A, and NOC-B. So what are the criteria, or what are the things that NOC-O? So the NOC-O, I'm going to put that link in the description, but for example, I can say restaurant managers or the mining managers, something like that. NOC-A, doctors, dentists, architects, etc. NOC-B, chef, plumbers, and electricians. So I'm going to put that link, and you can put whatever the education you have or whatever the experience you have for 2 years within last 5 years. You can put that, and you can see in which category you are getting into it. Like you can just put whatever the experience you have, and it will show you in what category you are in. Are you in NOC-O, A, or B? So second point is experience. As I mentioned it before, they want you to have 2 years of experience in relative field which is related to the NOC-O, A, or B in last 5 years. So it's not that bad. So you should have 2 years of experience within last 5 years. They need a status. So if you are in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, they need to know what's your status. If you're a citizen, then there is no problem. If somebody is have their passport from India, Bangladesh, or any other back home country, and they are working in somewhere in London, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, wherever it is, Australia, New Zealand, so they can apply too. But Canada wants to know that are you having a legal status in the respective country. So they need to know, you should prove that you have a legal status as a working there, and you have 2 years of experience within last 5 years, and you had a legal status in between that. So you should be pretty clear, because this process is really transparent. They wanted to know the whole thing about you. Fourth point, education criteria. So you should have a post-secondary diploma or degree, 2 years of whatever it is, and 2 years of experience. Fifth point is age criteria. So age is commonly, which is really a good program, age 18 to 59 of years age. So you don't have to worry about age criteria. But whatever the age you have, and if you're really young, and you have a great chance, because this is all again assessment grade program. So whatever the points you have extras, and again this is employer driven kind of thing. So once you have the offer letter from employer, and if somebody is ready to help you out, then you don't have to worry about it. You should be find a good employer, and try to get the opportunity. Contact with most of the employers, try to find it on Google. Probably I will try to get some information, and I will make the new information video, how to get the jobs and how to get the job offer letter from the employer, how to find them. I will try to make the video for you guys. Next point is IELTS, the English language requirement. So they are not too much, like they only need CLB4, which is not that hard in each criteria: reading, writing, listening and speaking. But there are some other programs in the form of workforce of employer. If employer is going to take your, obviously employer is going to take your interview, and if he finds that you really have a good communication skill and he is fine with that you are capable of talking with the at the time of job, or you are okay with the interaction between the within the people, and he would have, there is an option where he can just say you are fine without IELTS too. So that's employer choice again. So you don't have to worry about it. If you have great English, and due to COVID-19, if you're not able to find your IELTS center or examination is really hard, but if you find an employer, and that's a chance. I know there are not that many jobs right away that you can just say, oh okay, I will apply, and I'm applying from here and there, and there are not that many job offers. Yeah, they are pretty clear, there are not that many job offers, but this is pretty easy. You need to apply, wait for it. One point is proof of fund. So PEI just wanted to know, and the federal government wanted to know that if you're coming by yourself, then they just needed to know how you're going to settle down, and do you have that much of settlement fund with you. If you're coming with the family, then the settlement funds will be really high. That depends upon how many people are coming into the Canada with you. Then eighth point will be the last point is your intentions to settle down in PEI, because they really wanted to know, are you going to stay in PEI once you get your nomination and once you get your federal residency or the permanent residency? So they wanted to know your intention. There will be an option where you need to write it down. You need to mention why you wanted to come down to PEI, obviously for job purpose, and how you're going to settle down in PEI, how many years you want to stay here, and why you want to stay here. So that's what the 8th point is. So they wanted to know the intention to live in PEI. Next point is how I can apply. So can I apply by myself, or do I need to hire a representative? I might tell you that you don't have to find a representative at this moment. You can just go through with the workforce application guide, which is, I'm going to put the link in the description, and then you can find how to apply. If you still have any questions, please let me know in the comment box and I will try to help you out. So go through with all the guides. They have mentioned everything there. There is nothing like I can say Yukon. It's all transparent, and there is all the information whatever you wanted to have. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment box. In that, first option is you need to create the profile, that expression of interest in PEI. They have mentioned the whole thing, and how you are, so you need to express your interest in PEI. Then they need your valid email address, because this all conversation will be through the email. And then they need your identification, that includes your passport details. And after that, your temporary account will be verified by the PEI, and then once they will say you are good to go, then you need to go through all the applications. Then you need to fill the application and submit it. While submitting the application, you need to be really honest. You need to be really clear with your all the information. Otherwise, you may lose your job, or you may lose your nomination, because all the rights are with the PEI. If you have employer offer letter, that's pretty good. But if you have everything, and if you say something lie, or if you don't have right information to mention the whole thing, then it might be goes in a different way. And once you have the profile, that active profile will be only valid for 6 months. And finally, once you have the active profile, and if you get nomination, you will get the email from the PEI, congratulations, and you will get the file number, you will get everything, how to process for the next further procedure, and fill all the application, whatever they will send you in email. At the same time, employer have to fill all the information from his side too. Point is, how about fees? Yeah, there is a fees, $300 Canadian dollars, non-refundable. Once you pay the fees, if you get selected or not, your fees is not non-refundable. The forms we need to fill. So it's pretty easy process. As I mentioned you don't have to hire a representative. You don't have to hire any lawyer. There are only 3 forms: PEI W1, PEI W2, PEI W3. PEI W1 is pre-authorized payment form. PEI W2 is the workforce offer letter from the employer, and PEI W3, that's if you have representative, if you have a lawyer. So if somebody is really doing by themselves, you only need to fill two forms out of one form, which is all payment, your MasterCard or Visa, all the payments information. So it's not that that's really easy. You just need to worry about your PEI W2, and that is it. So this process is really easy, quick, and it's not that hard. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment box. Finally, once you get the nomination from PEI, what next? So you get 90 days to apply for the PR, because you need to notify to the PEI government that I am in a process to apply for my PR, because this is really a fast process. So once you get the nomination, you're directly eventually get once you get the job offer letter, eventually you are getting a nomination, and once you get the nomination, eventually you are only getting 90 days from that nomination date. In between 90 days, you have to apply for the PR. If not, if there is some circumstances that you are not going to apply, then you have to contact the government to reactivate your nomination, because that's your deadline, because in nomination there will be a date of expiry too. And finally, landing in PEI. So once all the process has been done and everything good to go, you will be landing in Canada anyhow once you have nomination. But once you get the PR, you have to go back outside the country and you have to come back in Canada, and you have to notify to the PEI government that I got my permanent residency within 30 days. Once you have the permanent residency in your hand, and they always call you, they always do a survey within 5 years, that how are you doing and what are the jobs you are doing it and where you are living in Canada. So there is nothing like any problem. Once you get the permanent residence, you can go anywhere in Canada, you can find the job. But still, if you like it in PEI, you can stay in PEI for sure. So these are all the information that I would like to share with you, and this is pretty easy. And if you have any questions, guys, please let me know in the comment box, and stay tuned for the next video, because in next video I'm going to explain the PEI W01 and PEI W2 forms, how to apply for this process. And please do not forget to subscribe our channel and support me. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching my channel. Thank you. Have a great day.